Everyone, this is Vinny, the owner of the Knife Guy in Reno. So, trying to hammer out sharpening a whole bunch of knives before Christmas gets here. So follow me as I show you my process for sharpening all these knives. So I have my green tape on my angle guide to protect the knives against any scratches, starting with a 120 grit Cubitron belt. And just going to check the angle to make sure it's at 17 degrees for these knives. I have about 4 customers here. One lady dropped off 3 sets of knives for her family members. So this is at 18.3, so let's change it back down to 17. $17.2, totally good with that. $17.1, even better. Just want to make sure it's consistent. All right, get everything prepped and ready. All right, gonna grab my respirator. All right, here we go. All right, so to sharpen these 3 and create a very nice burr on it, going to remove the 120 grit Cubitron belt and put my 600 grit Trizac belt on. This is going to polish the edge and reduce the burr even more. Selena, how are you? So you guys can already see how much metal shavings have come off just these knives already. So a lot. All right, so these are gonna be much sharper than before. So can you guys see like that white line right there? That is the burr. I'm going to refine it and polish the edge. All right, so just polish the edge with a 600 grit. Miro. I'm doing edge leading, so the belt is coming towards us. So the belt is coming into the blade of the knife. There's pros and cons of doing both. I prefer this over edge trailing. One, for cleanliness, all the metal shavings are coming down and they're getting trapped with my magnet down here. So all the metal shavings are coming down. Really big important reason is I'm able to push against like the knife against the belt. So it's pushing into it. And when I do edge trailing on my leather belt, the belt wants to pull like the knife away. Here I can have a steady angle, and if I put a little pressure, the belt's pushing pressure, I'll have a consistent angle. And then the burr is so small, it's so easy to remove with the leather belt. So that's why I prefer edge leading. But there's more pros and cons. Like the con of edge leading, if you do cut a belt, this belt's gonna be coming towards you and push the knife towards you, so you have to be careful. But if you can maintain a good angle and know what you're doing without cutting into the belt on the recurve knives, I prefer this way. So hopefully that answered your question. This is my final sharpening belt, and then I'll use my leather belt to remove any burr left over. Do you sharpen, or so you prefer edge trailing? All right, you got plenty more knives to sharpen. This is one set for a lady. So yeah, I mean, there is there's a thing about being comfortable, like when you sharpen or use any tool with the belt coming towards you. I only use these for knife sharpening, so I don't have any experience using it for anything else. But yeah, do whatever you're comfortable with. There's nothing wrong with going edge trailing. So, but as you can see, what's going on with me with edge leading, I haven't had any issues besides being careful not to cut the belt that you're working on. But these knives, there's no major recurve to it, so I don't have too much to worry about. And going edge leading, the burr is so small, it only takes a few passes with this leather belt to remove it. So always remove your leather belts from the machine or they will stretch. All right, so then I'm gonna clean these off with some alcohol. 99% isopropyl alcohol to clean up the edges a little bit. And let's test them out. Very, very smooth. I like it. Whew. Much smoother than before. I like it. I like it. If you guys like sharp knives, please give this video a thumbs up. That definitely helps my channel grow a little bit. And yeah, I definitely appreciate it. That is hers. This one's going to be and dusty under the belt. Thank you very much. This is hers. I don't know if I usually provide my own knife sheaths for customers. The edge is still exposed a little bit. I don't like that. You guys are seeing me struggle just with this. What is going on here? All right, I'll just tape that up. Okay. For the final knife, it was a little too long, too large. Oh, I also like to, so here's my butcher wrapping station, where I wrap all the knives up. I like to use the customer's knives just to see if they can cut through this little bit thicker paper, and it cut very, very nicely. Along use, it's harder to cut the thin magazine paper, so. All right. Try to wrap up all the knives because the last thing I want them is getting damaged in transport after I spend all the time sharpening. Right, and who was this for? That was for D&H. Perfect. All right, got a couple of business cards. You guys can watch me struggle, tie a bow with gloves on. D&H. All right, second set down. And then over here, we have 5 more knives from Mr. Van Horn. Definitely like the weight of this Cuisinart knife. This has a really good weight to it. This is gonna be slicing through stuff, no problem. Usually, even if I sharpen lighter knives, lighter weight knives, sometimes it still takes a little bit of pressure to cut through something, like a squash or something. So something with a heavier handle, heavier weight's gonna be a lot easier cutting through fruits and vegetables compared to other things. So, sweet. So we're gonna be starting with 120 grit Kubatron belt again to set the angle and create a burr. I want to make sure I'm at 17 degrees on my angle. .9. Let's move it up a little bit. And if I'm strong enough to take that off. Sweet. Just move it up to 17. Perfect. All right. I guess I just need a little time to settle. Have the angle guide settle in a little bit. All right. Sweet. Got 5 of these knives to sharpen. right, so we just finished up with the 120 grit Kubotron belt. So I cut in the new bevel, created a nice little burr on it, and we're going to refine the burr with the 600 grit Trizac and leave a nice little polished look to it, to the edge. And then I'm going to refine. So 600 grit 8030 Trizac belt. Here we go. All right, we just finished up with the 600 grit Trizac. We're going to the 1200 grit. This is going to leave a nice mirror polish to it. All right, so just finished up sharpening with the 1200 grit Trizac, so I left a nice mirror polish to it, refined the burr even more, or the scratch pattern. And now I'm going to use my leather belt again to remove any burr that's left over. All right. So I strop at 1400 RPM, a little bit slower. Still trying to find out the best speed for it. I sharpen a little bit slower than what I normally sharpen. See that we got like over 50 people watching. I'm from Marino, that's where I'm sharpening out of. Where's everyone else sharpening from? Or where's everyone tuning in from? Warren, what's up, buddy? You can hear my dog barking in the background. Everyone check out Warren Jones, Home by Jones. He is an amazing sharpener in Carson City. What am I doing? You can hear my dog being a good guard dog. He's a 100-pound golden doodle, so you just give him treats and he won't hurt anyone. This was very sharp. Cuts very well on that. I had to touch this up again. Nope. Tiny little burr that got knocked off the paper. Sometimes the burr just hangs around just ever so slightly. Yeah, that is good. Warren, I'm pretty excited about the twice as sharp, man. Put some training in last night for a couple of scissors and a little bit more this morning, so I think this was a good purchase for us. Very, very good. All right. See if this knife fits. It does, very nice. Barely doesn't get. These two sets of knives are from customers that are out of town visiting family. So I sharpened the family members' knives, and they liked it so much that they told their other family members, and they brought their stuff. They're from California. So, and they want them sharp before Thanksgiving feast. I'm sorry, before the Christmas feast. They use these for Thanksgiving, and they couldn't cut anything. This is for Van Horn. See where I struggle with this whole sharpening process is mostly in the packaging. I'm sure the gloves are not helping. Sweet. All right. This family member's knives are done. Package this up for him as well. It's a piece of cloth. Last night I only got to one set of knives, and then fire alarm was going off, dinner was ready, lots of things were happening. So this morning, it's a little early, but trying to knock out all these knives for all these customers here. So, perfect. That set is all done. Then we have Chris here with, so these are two separate sets of knives. Those are all his. These are family members that are all wrapped up. Oh, how cool. Most people, when they drop knives off, just put them in like a paper towel. But yeah, other people have different ways of doing it. It's easiest for me if they wrap them in a kitchen towel. Some people actually tape up every knife, which takes forever to unwrap. All right, get that out of the way. Get some clean paper ready for our next cut test. Two. This was 5 knives. 4 or 5. These are cool. Haven't really seen these before. High carbon stainless steel from Germany. Stale. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Stahl. I'm pretty sure it's stale. Now the problem with this angle guide or with this bolster here, I have to really tilt like the knife up because this part is hitting here before this edge hits the belt sander. So I'm gonna bring the belt all the way over here with the adjustable tracking, gently touch it on the edge and then flatten it out. So these are pretty cool knives. Look like very nice like commercial kitchen knives, but it can be a little bit of a pain to sharpen since I have to do that, and we'll see what we can do. All right, just gonna write these down so I don't forget. Okay, I already did. All right, so I'm gonna be starting with 120 grit Cubitron belt. This is to set the initial angle and create a very nice burr. Let's make sure I'm at the proper angle again. And I have a brand new tool that there's a pair of scissors in there, which I'm gonna sharpen it with my brand new scissor sharpener. So very excited about that. .7, so it moved 16.8. Moved very little when I was sharpening the other pair of scissors. Let's just move it back. 16.9, it's already loosened. I want to make sure that's, get you guys in frame. I'm not gonna, 17.1, perfect. I'm not gonna worry if it's, settling at 17, perfect. I wanna make sure this is set at 17, because that's what I have my leather strop set at. So if you strop at a different angle, you could damage the edge after you already sharpen it and spend on all that time. So, all right, let's get sharpening. All right. So I just finished all the knives with 120 grit Kubotron belt. Oh, Miroslav, are you still on? I wanted to show you something, a con of edge leading, which you have to be very careful with. Hopefully you're still on. So these very small knives, I have a gap here. So with the larger knives, I don't have to worry about it because there's no way that this edge will slip into this. There's no way that this edge will actually fall behind this. The problem with the smaller knives doing edge leading is that if you come up high, you know, there's probably only this much of the knife actually resting on the angle guide because it's so short. So there have been times where even smaller knives, when I first started, actually the knife wants to pull down. So if I come up higher where the angle guide doesn't reach this where I have to rest on it, sometimes the knife does pull down a little bit. So you always have to put constant pressure against it. That's one downside of edge leading, but once you figure that out, it's still great. I'm able to put a great sharp tip on it compared, I mean, you still can put a very sharp tip on it with edge trailing, but I've just had better experience with edge leading as well. All right, so now we have a 600 grit Trizac belt. This is going to refine the scratch pattern and polish up the edge and bring down the burr ever so slightly. All right. So I'm only doing equal passes back and forth. I don't need to go too crazy because I already set the burr, the angle, and just refining the scratch pattern. So my final sharpening belt is a 1200 grit Trizac belt. And it's going to leave a nice mirror polish and refine the scratch pattern even more. right, so I'm done sharpening with a 1200 grit Trizat. All right, and so now I'm going to go on to my polishing, or the burr removal step with my leather strop. Let's get this a little bit higher, perfect. So once I went edge leading, I don't need to spend too much time removing the burr since it's so small. There we go. Only a few light passes. All right, that should be good right there. And always take your leather belt off. You don't want to have any tension on it because it's a natural product and, well, it's natural fibers and it will stretch over time. So yeah, that's why I always take it off. I'm not too worried about the sharpening belts. And let's see how they do. Beautiful. All right. Very nice. Yeah. Curious what this person does. I wonder if they work in a commercial kitchen, if they're their own chef, because I don't know, they just have a very kitchen vibe to them. So beautiful. I do like the weight of it. Slice is very clean. Heel to tip, beautiful. Some residue on this. I have to get some goof off. That stuff helps remove all the stickiness and tape that could be left over from these knives. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's wrap these bad boys up. So I'm about to cut a little bit of the top off to accommodate for such a big bolster right there. Again, this set of knives belonged to a family member that is visiting from out of town, because I sharpened their father's knives, and they were very happy. So glad I can get all this stuff done before the holidays and get them cooking again. right, here comes a little bit of the burrito. I appreciate everyone sticking around to watch this live stream of sharpening these knives before Christmas, so I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Coral, I have a whole bunch more knives to sharpen, so I'm just packaging these up. So just give me a minute. These were the, trying to change them up, paper. Sweet, just trying to separate it because this customer dropped off 2 sets of knives. All right, so then they brought some scissors, which I'm going to show you on my new machine, how I sharpen that. Ooh, they brought a little cleaver. That should be fun. And he brought 6 knives here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right. So again, I'm going to start with my 120 grit Cubitron belt. This is to set the angle and create a pretty good burr. All right, I'm just going to reconfirm my angle's at 17 degrees. Let that zero out. Make sure bump back up to 17. (17.2), 17.1, perfect. I like it. Let me just swap out new tape so I don't potentially scratch up there. So let me clean this up for a second. Get some new paper. I put the frog tape on to prevent any scratching. So I don't want this metal platen to go on the metal knife. So if you sharpen knives, you don't even have to use frog tape. You can use like the blue painter's tape, but some sort of barrier helps prevent any extra scratching. Sweet. Being surgical with these gloves on. All right, so we have our 6 knives right here. Let's get our respirator on. Also, this is what I'm using for a respirator. It's a full piece, full face with iPro. So if you guys have any questions, I'll shut the machine off because it's so hard to talk through this and the machine on. They are like the same gloves. I just had a cut in it, so cut in the old gloves, that's all. All right, if you guys have any questions, I'll shut the machine down and I'll answer them. this little bit of a curved knife was not at the correct, well, it wasn't at the right angle, and it was super dull, so I had to spend so much more time. These are metal shavings from previous sharpenings today, but this one took out a lot of material, so that's why I had to spend a little bit more time on it and made sure I had a burr like all the way here and here, and I was missing this section, so I had to resharpen that a few times. So you don't switch belts until you have a burr throughout the whole knife. So the 120 grit removes material so well. So that's my initial belt. Now moving to the Trizac A30, which is 1200 grit. I'm sorry, 600 grit. And this is going to refine the burr and refine the scratch pattern. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of a polished edge, and then I'll make sure it's a mirror polish with the 1200 grit. All right. So when I do the 120 grit, I just go until I create a burr, so I don't care how many passes it is. The burr is already set now, so I'm just going even passes back and forth. All right, I'm done with the 600 grit Trizac. Now I'm going to the A16. This is 1200 grit to refine the scratch pattern even more. right, so I am done sharpening. I refined the scratch pattern to mirror polish. So now I'm going to put my leather strap on to remove any extra burr that might be there. So this angle is the same as this one. It's set at 17, and I'm going edge trailing, so the belt is going away from me. And since I did edge leading, I created very small burrs, so only a few passes with this, and then we are good to go. Light pressure. All right, all cleaned up, burr removed. Always take off your leather belt so you don't want them stretching if you left on the machine. So I'm cleaning these off with rubbing alcohol. Let's see how this one does. I like the weight of this one. Whew. Yeah, that is nice. I like that. Yeah, that is a good one. Like the weight of that cleaver is gonna be cutting through everything. Again, I have my wrapping station here. This knife is going to require the biggest one, and then I'm just going to just cut it in half. So. Well, I got some downtime before I switch machines. Do you guys have any questions so far? Sam. Everyone, check out Sam's Mobile Sharpening. He is the OG of knife sharpeners when I started getting on YouTube. So he's an awesome knife sharpening channel. Awesome guy. Sam, it's good seeing you. So, Sam, I'm going to be testing out the twice as sharp today. Did a few scissors last night, and it's an awesome tool, man. I know the muffin, man. The thing is, like, I could hear your voice, like, when you say that, and just hearing you giggle. There we go. That is very, very nice. Paper. Very good. Very nice. Come on now. There we go. If there is a tiny little burr left over, it'll snag, and then it's so small, the piece of paper will actually help knock off the burr after I'm done with the leather belt. Yeah. Paper just folding. Yeah. Seems like it's catching a little bit right there. And this is why I test every knife. Make sure every knife is very sharp. There we go. That's it. A little refinement. All good. I have not used that felt belt yet. I bought the blue compound from Cliff Curry as well. And no, I'm excited to try it. I just haven't yet. Let's see if it'll even fit on my machine without me adjusting it. Oh, see, it's already, I'm gonna have to adjust the angle guide right here. So it's so tight. It's thicker than the leather belt for sure. So I doubt this machine will even run unless I adjust like the angle. Yeah, I have it going on right now, but so I'm curious. Do you like the felt belt first and then use the leather belt then? I wonder if that's the way to go. Because you got your felt wheel and you love it, but then you still use your leather belt to refine any burr that's left over, correct? See, just using the felt belt. Oh, you stopped using the leather. How interesting, dude. Okay. I'll try that, dude. I finished up all the sharpening of all the knives right now. But I have a few other customers coming by today, and I'll try that, man. I'm so curious about that. So I did buy that compound, the blue compound from Cliff Curry, so I'm curious if I should use that or just use that diamond spray that I bought as well. Yeah, because I know in the text thread that you've been loving it, but I didn't remember if you have been using the leather belt, but good to know, man. Here comes the burrito that Sam loves. I'm now referenced as the burrito man in our text thread. Oh no, wait, hold on. I have one more thing to sharpen. I can't do this yet. Sam, what am I doing? I have the final piece, buddy. Can't sharpen yet. All right, you guys are joining me with a little journey here. Dun dun dun. Start music. I have the brand new Twice as Sharp I just purchased, and it finally arrived. And this has been an awesome tool for scissor sharpening. I have not done any live stream yet to sharpen the scissors, so have you guys join me as well. All right. I know. I do like the diamond spray, man, just for that reason. There's no gunk or anything, and it's super, like it doesn't leave a mess at all. So, customer dropped off these Scotch-Brite titanium scissors. I'm gonna sharpen them. It's gonna be very easy, but you see how there's the coating throughout the whole blade. Unlike the regular scissors, I mean, mine have this shiny part, like the actual bevel. These do not. So you have to let the customer know that I'm changing the cosmetic look of it. And so always run by stuff that you're changing with your customer. So try and get my light over here. So we have a 100 grit sharpening wheel and a 400 grit honing wheel. So first thing that you're going to do, so color in the entire bevel. Okay. You can already see that there's a little damage up here. And this is great to get your hands on it to see if there is any damage on it. Okay, perfect. So then, take my hand, feel on the inside, because this is like the cutting surface right here. And there's no real damage. Little damage up here. Yeah, right there, the little spot right there, it's a little bit of damage. So nothing on the back edge. I don't have to use this, this hone yet. So what we're going to do is put the knife in here, my little scissor clamp. Make sure it goes all the way over. I might take these eye shields out. They do get in the way a little bit. So then I'm just gonna do like a scratch test. So putting the knife against, the scissor against it with this side. And this is gonna be like the longest part. So very, very high. So let's lower it. I don't like that. So now I'm too low. And you just have to just fine tune it. Getting too high. This is where my inexperience with this sharpener is coming from. So once I can get the hang of, you know, a lot of scissors, let's see where we're at with, let's go to 25. So it's hitting up here. Okay, so that's around 25 degrees. I'm not too worried about the actual number. Got me a little too tight. Ah. Sounds funny. So let's try 15. We're getting there. A little too low. Oh, that's looking better. Okay. So let's go back at the pivot. Sounds good. It's a little low. Interesting. Well, Sam, you can see like my struggle with this. And I think I'm gonna go with that diamond belt. Okay, we're going a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that diamond wheel after this one comes up. Because by just using this, I can see how messy that this I can get. Still torn on the CBN or the diamond stone. Okay, sounds promising. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's the sound. Look at that one. That's it right there. So, I don't even care what the angle is, but it's showing about 15 on it. Maybe 13 or so. But, okay, so that's a sound that we have to find. Okay. Yep, I like it. Cool. All right, let's get sharpening. So again, light pressure. Going from pivot to tip. And we're gonna take a look. So I think a pretty good burr or a pretty clean edge. Clean up a little bit back over here. Yeah, that is good. Did you? So this is the machine running. It's pretty whisper quiet. I dig it. I'm not sure if I'm liking these eye shields. I get the purpose of them for safety, but I want, after I sharpen, all I want to do is just pull it up and I'm hitting that. So I might take those eye shields off. But yeah, that looks super clean. All right, so now I sharpen. I'm going to hone. One or two very light passes with this guy. That's it. Turn the machine off. Oh, that looks so clean. I dig it. All right, CBN runs cooler. That's my vote, but I haven't used a diamond wheel, so it could be a better. I do like how, I mean, this cuts very aggressively, so I do like the idea of how it could run cooler. Yeah, I probably could. I mean, it's just right here, but yeah, there. But then I wonder if that just defeats the purpose of it. Yeah, maybe. It might be better. Sweet. So this one is sharpened. And I'm just going to do a scratch test on this one as well. These will probably be the same angle, but always want to make sure before I start sharpening. And then I might just take off this guide here as well This is protruding pretty good, so unless I clamp the scissors down over here, but we'll see. Well, I guess the problem is, so I'm still gonna, I don't know. How I want to do it, Sam, is that come right here, pull up, but then this shield just keep hitting it. So I might just take them off completely. Okay, so it's hitting it down low. Let's do that again. Yeah, okay, so this one is a different angle. So good call to make sure to change it up. So I have to come down. Yeah, I'm not wearing any iPro stuff right now. But usually when I sharpen, it'll be, you know, like my full face piece, so. Okay, we're getting there. Ooh, that might be a good one. Yeah, this is gonna be like the longest part, dude. Just making sure this matches up. Okay, a little too high. Oh, that's so close. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. All right, let's give her a whirl. Let's check by the pivot. Okay, actually I'm a little high. Let me bring it down just a little bit. Okay. Bring it back down. So close. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. Yeah, okay, this is the hardest part, for sure, is making sure I'm hitting the entire angle. Come down a little bit. Cool. All right, let's see how it goes on the first swipe here. Okay, bring it down a little bit more. It's a little too high. It's funny how it's tapering off perfect here, but okay, this is definitely the hardest part of the whole sharpening process. color this back in. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take these eye shields off. So, Warren, if you ever think about it, don't do it. So once I can finally get good of actually measuring on finding the correct angle, it's gonna be a lot faster. Smooth. There we go. It's in the middle. I like it. Okay, so one thing is that you shouldn't hear any sound. It should be like a very smooth sound. Well, there, it's still making screeching sound. Well, I thought it was good, but you know, everyone gets to see me struggle with this, so. Still a little high. That looks good. That looks good. All right, let's give her a whirl. Starting from pivot to tip. It's pretty good. I like it. No burr yet. Yeah, that's leaving a very nice edge. Still no burr. Don't add any extra pressure, just keep doing a couple of strokes. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I got a burr. Now 1 to 2 passes on the hone side. Okay. Sweet. So now, taking my pink stone, I flip the burr over, make sure it's flat, and just go away. Flip over. Okay. And then now, you want to push apart and squeeze together. Push apart, squeeze together, push apart, squeeze. All right, let's see how she cuts. All right, have to do a little bit more work. Okay, easy fix. Let's resharpen it again. Take this glove off to make sure I can really feel that burr. All right, let's mark these up again. Let's just do it right without guessing. Okay. It's so funny about the learning curve. Trying a brand new product, so yeah, it's cool seeing how the learning curve is. Because like online, like, oh yeah, this is perfect. This looks so easy, and then just minute things you have to work on. Okay, it's a little high. Warren, how are you liking yours? Are you having like this much trouble, or is it pretty intuitive like for you? Oh yeah, there we go, finally. Okay, this should be perfect. Yeah. All right, here we go. That marker trick is it's great. Shows you exactly where you need to remove material from. Sweet. Okay, I got a burr. Move over to the hone side. Okay. See if the angle matches up. So this one's a little high, so slightly different angles. Okay, there. Just a little high. Oh, just bending over. Oh, my back. So old. So close. so close right there. Sorry, I'm looking and I'm not even showing you guys. So I'm still hitting the very top, or I'm getting closer. A little too much. Ooh, okay. All right, let's give this one a go. Let's see how it goes. Again, light pressure. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is lower than my normal bench. No burr yet. There we go. I'll do one more. Oh, didn't feel it in every spot. Okay. My camera's about to die, so I'm gonna have to stop this if this one doesn't work and charge it up. Oh yeah. Woo! That looks awesome. So just a little bit extra work. Sorry, so it doesn't even pull out the very tip. I'm not even showing you guys. I have it way over here. My bad. Such a clown. Okay. Doesn't even pull. There we go. Yeah, that is nice. Awesome. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this. Yeah, I'm still new to the twice as sharp sharpener, and honestly, it took a lot of time to get this one knife dialed compared to my normal knife sharpening. But once you figure out like that angle, you know, this is a game changer. So both blades look amazing. So yeah, and then let's just cut on. We're not gonna. I'm done with this guy, so let's cut through a couple layers of paper towel. Yeah, that is good. Awesome. Oh yeah, I like it. Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch this. I'm gonna call the customers to let them know that their knives are done. Sweet. Thank you, Sam. It took a long time, man. So, yeah, that was a while. But, you know, like anything, the first few times doing it, it's not gonna be easy. So, you guys saw my struggle with it, but hopefully that will help someone with their struggle if they have the same machine. And once you get that scratch pattern perfect, then it's so easy to go through it. So I think the first time I just didn't have like the proper scratch pattern, so I don't need my gloves anymore. All right, do this right. So, I mean, I think this is a 100 grit wheel. It's pretty aggressive. So if you don't have the proper angle, you're going to remove a lot of material that you don't want to. So I think once this wheel gets used up, I'm gonna go with either the CBN or Diamond Stone. This was a little bit of a longer video than I normally do, but thank you guys so much for being patient. And you guys got to experience my brand new twice as sharp scissor sharpener to sharpen scissors. So definitely need more time on it. There's several guys who are amazing at sharpening them. But with anything, I'll get better and faster. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this extremely long knife sharpening video. If you guys did, please leave a thumbs up. That definitely helps the channel. I don't know how I have to look back. Hopefully I had you guys in frame when I was using like the scissor sharpener, since I was really trying to focus on using that and pay too much attention to where the camera was. That is a problem with this neck mount. It goes everywhere. All right, guys. All these knives are done. Scissors are done. Oh wait, I have one more. Huh. I have this other customer's knives. Perfect. And she has, so 2 knives, a pair of scissors. Perfect. Well, I'll take you guys with me to sharpen these. Just kidding, not done yet. I know, I'm at like 6% right now, so might have to just grab my like my charger. Well, 1 second. And you guys get to see all my Christmas lights. This live stream takes a lot out of you, or a lot out of the phone. All right, back up charging. Thank you very much for looking out, Sam. I appreciate it. Sweet. Charging, perfect. All right, so we have this. Right away, this one doesn't look right. Okay. and you guys can already kind of see, I'm not even close right there. Let's see. Zoom in. So I now have to raise it up. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. What angle are you going for? I don't know. I'm not too worried about the angle, to be honest. I am more worried about hitting the scratch pattern. So, sorry that's not a definitive answer for you. But, did you just log in? Or, because I can show you, like, cutting off the thumb hole. So, I put a marker, a black mark, and I'm going to do a scratch test. So, I don't want to change what angle these scissors are at. So, just going for a light scratch test here. So you guys can see I'm a little too high. So high up here. So then just bring it down. So let's try this one. A little too low. This is where I have to get better at this guessing game. Getting up a little bit higher. I'm a knife sharpener. Sam is a knife sharpener. Home Spark, matching existing angle. Hey man, how's it going? Slowly climbing up. So, yeah, like, you know, I'm not worried about the angle. So, oh, we're so close. All I want to do is just match the existing angle, so I'm not changing the geometry of the scissors. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and pivot. Might have to just come down ever so little. All right, let's give it a go and see how this one cuts through. So again, this is 100 grit, so very light pressure. This removes a lot of material very quickly. So you only want to go, so I have a burr up here, but not back here. So spend a little bit more time. It still even passes. Nothing yet. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. So just keep going until you feel a burr, then that's it. You don't want to take off any more material than you have to. So I'm going to my honing side. One pass. Perfect. So then that one is done. That side is done. Take you back to the sharpened side. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. So then I'm gonna do the same thing with this because I don't wanna assume it's the same angle and it's not, so. So scratch test again. There we go, that looks pretty good. Sweet, so we lucked out there. All right, get the phone charging. All right. No burr yet. Take more slow, light passes than heavier passes, because this honey grit will definitely heat up like the scissors, so I feel it more towards the tip than the heel, or than the pivot like we did before. Nothing yet. Feeling it more in the middle now, then just have to spend a little more time up here. Okay, there we go, perfect. It's actually, I can pretty see how the burr gets moved over with the light. And then one light pass here. Perfect. All right, see, we're already getting faster. Already getting faster. Then my pink, zoom out. Then I got my pink stone, laying it flat, and just moving the burr back over. Perfect. Push apart, pinch to close, pull apart, pinch to close, because you do not want to push that burr into the scissor itself and damage the edge. Moment of truth, see how well I did. Whew, I like it. Oh no. Okay, it just folded on itself. I think that was just the fabric. We meet again. Oh, I like it. And it doesn't even pull at the very tip. All right, see, I'm already getting faster. I like it. I like it. Gotta clean this off with some rubbing alcohol for the customer. Imagine, you know, getting, like doing like 100 of these. Scissors, you know, I think I'm up to, how many scissors? Probably close to 2,000 scissors, like, I'm sorry, 2,000 knives this year. So the muscle memory is there. This is probably like my 10th pair of scissors. So the learning curve is slightly different, but yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that is good. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy. All right, so let's get to sharpening these other knives. Well, I'm good. Oh, I mean, I'm glad I was able to work on that second pair of scissors right now. So get that muscle memory back in motion. I like it. I like it. I think this was a very good purchase because I was using the 1x30 to sharpen scissors, and sometimes I got the angle right, sometimes I didn't, and it just wasn't as consistent. This is going to be a game changer. I'm very happy with it. Pink hone. That thing is awesome. It is messy, I think. So that's the metal shavings from the actual scissor. That is from the actual wheel. So it's not as clean as I like. That's one little gripe about it. But yeah, yes, Sam, I definitely agree with that. All right, so got these two knives here. No name. It's pretty cool. I like it. So use their scissors to cut the old burrito. Oh, it's nice. I did tell these people if they wanted to wait, they dropped it off last night around 6 p.m. I was like, yeah, if you want to wait, it shouldn't take too long. They're like, no, just come back tomorrow. It's like, perfect. All right, so sharpen the scissors on the twice as sharp, amazing. So now we have the 1x30 to sharpen all the knives. So I have 120 grit Kubatron belt on the sharpener, using my angle guide, angle gauge to determine the angle. I want to make sure these are at 17. 18.1, let's drop it down to 17. You always want me to start drinking. 17.3, 17.2. All right, 17.2, I like it. If you have this digital angle guide or gauge, don't worry about it jumping to like 0.1, 0.2. As long as you're in the ballpark, the knives will be very sharp and consistent. All right, have my respirator on. Let's get sharpening. All right, so we reprofiled at 17 degrees. Now I'm using a Trizec A30, which is about 600 grit, to refine the burr and the scratch pattern. You guys can already see like the metal shavings I have coming off. Only a couple passes, even passes with the A30 Trizec, and I'm going to the A16, which is 1200 grit to leave a nice mirror polish and refine the scratch pattern even more. We are done sharpening. Whew. Take you over to my leather belt machine. Same machine, just using a leather belt to remove any excess burr that's still there. And since I went edge leading, I create a very small burr, so I only need a couple of passes. Perfect. Only a few passes, then that's it. Sam, I'm really curious about that felt belt. If you stop using the leather, I don't know, man. It might be a bit of a game changer. All right, and then Martha, 2 scissors. I'm just writing down 2 knives, 1 scissor, so I can keep track. Perfect. All right, let's see how these cut. From heel to tip, lovely. Whew, they are sharp. I like it. All right, so now I'm done sharpening for the day. I'm gonna call these people to come pick them up, and then that's all I got. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch this extremely long knife sharpening live stream. But I'm glad you guys were able to see the twice as sharp in action and the struggles I had. But overall, once you get the hang of it and build that muscle memory, it's a great tool. So I'm very happy with it. Awesome. Love, don't get me wrong, but felt is next level. Yeah, man, felt is next level. I'm gonna have to catch up on the messages between you and Warren after this live stream, so. Good morning, though. Yeah, Sam, I have that 3 micron spray I'm gonna put on the felt belt. So I think I'm gonna try it first without anything to see how that works, but then apply that afterwards, so. So everyone's still in the live stream. Check out Sam's channel. Awesome guy, very good knife sharpener, and has the answer to any question that you have. All right, guys. Well, this is Vinny from The Knife Guy in Reno, Nevada. Thank you very much for sticking around to watch this video, and have a great day, guys. Bye.